So, what I'm kind of getting sick of is I see so many people so busy working for the system so diligently, but the system is jewing them over, like literally like bamboozling everybody. It's World War III coming up, and everybody's just so happy-go-lucky, wanting to just okay, let's blow up the world right now and see how everybody acts. Let's just do it and see how everybody's acting. It's just getting kind of frustrating when I'm speaking about this and talking about these things, about like this Hobbit home society, using our two hands to buy land, to do something differently. You know, maybe not everybody's up to the task of being that smart to do something like that. You got money, you can get land, people buy land, they do things with it. You're an individual, you can do what you want in life. But what I'm trying to say is that what's pissing me off is that there needs to be this like teamwork outside the workplace. Oh, you're taught to work with other people because you're working for a job that gives you this fucking paper that you can go back to, you know, your home and, live your little bit of your life there. Most of your life is working. Most of your life is wasting it. All because they want, the masses to consume everything that they're working for. It's just like we're consuming, we're doing all this, it's hard to explain. Like, we think this is normal. We've grown up in a society where we think this is all normal. We're so dumbed down in a sort of sense, in a state of consciousness, because they just developed differently. The humanity developed differently because the way the rules and laws that were here, what we think in our mind about these rules and laws that the government made up, are not the real rules and laws of God or the universe. So what I'm trying to say is that the world could blow up, you know what I mean, and end. Now, what does everybody have to say for it? Everybody's all ignorant, thinking about their own families, their own little lives. When all this could be fixed and everybody could have all the time in the world to do what they want, cost of living would be free, contribute to our food source, have all the time in the world to do what we want to do. Work one day every month, contribute to this food source, and then we get all the, food that we need. But what I'm trying to say is that, and then to do all the hired technology and integrations, there would just need to be, what's that called? Teamwork for common goals and resources that people would do to work for, to get back for what their benefit is. But cost of living is free, right? And other things like this, it would work. Trust me, it would work. And everybody thinks I'm a dumbass. You think the world's never going to change? Well, guess what? Sadly mistaken, the world can change. It's never going to stay the way it is, because eventually there's going to be world wars. And this world war is going to be, the characteristic of all of our detriment. It's a tremendous thing for a whole population to get wiped out of the planet. You know what? Our oversouls that live on after our physical bodies are dead, guess what's going to happen? Everybody's going to say they screwed up, they could have done something better in this life to make it more worth it. You put all your time and energy and freaking work for paper. This paper is only getting you so much in life, it's not even of value. You can't even get things of value. You can't buy love. You can't buy these things. But we're putting so much of our time and effort into working. that we don't have any time and effort to change this world is what, and the kids just want to have fun. They don't want to live in a system. When they grow up, they have to form in the system. Otherwise, they are going to be homeless, not have another system to rely on that's going to be beneficial for them. And it just makes me kind of upset within my soul. And I got to get this fire within me to stir these people to actually do something. Because we need a little bit of working for the light. Use your anger and like everything that makes you who you are and all your faculties to use to make this happen. To change the world. To make it a better place. This can happen. This world once was a place that didn't have the government's rules and laws into place. This used to be a planet where it used to be different. Yeah, rulers ruled for, thousands and thousands of years. This planet's been like this. But way back in the day when cavemans and stuff, we had to do things by ourselves. We lived like an animal. It was real simple, and it didn't have complex things in all this sort of states of different sort of belief systems and all this stuff. It was kind of like, you know what I mean? People battle over religion. But to change the world and make it a better place, it's put all our belief systems on the table, find commonality in that, grow that with each other, and find the seeds of God which we contain within our vessels, the individual facets of what God created, which basically all them aspects are you, and it's never going to change, and you're always going to be you, and you're going to be your individual aspects that make you forever. You know what I mean? But you can always learn more things, do more things upon things, and stuff like this. But do you want this world to be a more loving world, less fake world, less high by? Everybody's so shy of each other. But when you sit down for 15 minutes to talk to each other, your shyness goes away and you actually know each other. Because what's on the surface level, they want to keep us separated. So we don't power outside the workplace. Our teamwork outside the workplace, that's what we need to get together to do this. But guess what? No one wants to do it. Because everybody's a whiny little beep. You know what I mean? I have gone through so much like trials in my life, anger, sadness. I've been through like the lows of the lows and everything. And God put me through this to make sure that everybody else is going to be on the scale of doing what's right this time around. Or, you're letting a whole planet go to waste and get blown up. And, it could be something beneficial for, God's not going to be happy with mankind for doing this to the planet. And they could have done a lot more. But the baselessness, carelessly doing stuff, not knowing why. I'm trying to inform all you to do this before it's too late. It's like, what I'm trying to say is that the ignorance and the level of like, I don't really know how to describe this planet right now. But what I'm trying to say is that it could be a lot better for everybody. If they just use their true hands, get me out of the equation for a second. What if all you could get together without me, right? Without me being in the way of you. Would you do it then? Would you get together, buy this land, do what's right? People think they need a king. People think they need this savior to save them. But what I'm saying is that everybody can get knowledgeable and change this planet just like that. Just like that. It'll be beneficial for everybody, and God will be a lot happier and everything. Like, the universe will be a lot happier because the angels that are helping out people that are going through depression and all this stuff on the planet and stuff like this, well, the planet wouldn't be depressed or anything like this if the world got their shit together. You know what I mean? And really understood this. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be like this asshole. I'm trying to get you to realize this without being too angry, so you don't off the video, right? But at the same time, I don't want to be all lovey-dovey, like, nothing matters, and, like, you know what I mean? That, like, do whatever and nothing ever matters, and it's just this happy-go-lucky thing that we just live our lives to our die and do anything we want. You know, that's pretty much not how it is. We know that this life, we can't do anything we want on because there's so much things in the way of it. Because if we did everything we want, we would talk to 100 people at once today. Everybody being at 100 people, just get together in a social society with 100 people, just boom. You can't do that in a society. You can't. Because everybody's too busy working or too stereotypical in their mind to be a social human being and have the time for it. Be a social human being and have the time for it. Like, too caught up in like material desires and stuff like this that never get me anywhere. If I bought something physical, like a stuffed animal that didn't have any life in it, it wouldn't help me. But a physical girl that has life in it can help me. But you can get emotionally attached to like a stuffed animal thinking like it's an animal, but you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is that life can just be a lot better. I know it can. I don't think it can. I know it can. And it's not just belief. It's realities. Dream Realm have different realities that exist. That are existing to this day in this vast dimensionality space that we go into when we dream at night. Different dimensions. So it can be possible. It is possible. And we got to do something about it because I could buy land, build a Hobbit Home Society, set the example. But if no one after that point does it, I swear they're holding you back and doing something to suppress you, keep you in the system as much as they can because they don't want you out of the system. This is what, I've been trying to tell everybody, that this is what it is. And you got to fight to really try to make a difference so people can understand it with your level of intellect. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. You got to start doing something. Or you later on regret, your future generations or whatever will say, a shame on you, let the whole planet blow up because you did nothing, just sit around, work a meaningless job, go home to your family, and thinking like that's all that life is just your family. Individual families not doing anything for the greater collective, for our greater benefit. See, this is why I shake my head to the planet. It needs to grow up a little bit. A lot of it. All right, bye. Neo Worship Divine Goddess Girls. Hope you're doing amazing. I just had a podcast like this, so I'm not trying to bum you out. I'm just trying to wake you up. Because I got to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Lovey-dovey all the time is not going to work. You got to get down to the nitty-gritty to actually wake somebody up. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, girls, I love you and have a good day. All right, bye.